we should be live. And we are. Alright, you guys can hear me just fine. I sound terrible, but hey. Alright. Just a second to tweak some Discord settings here. Alright. And we got my controller up and running, and everything's actually playing kind of properly, other than some jank controls. Let's see how this goes. I don't know how long I'll be streaming this for, though. I go somewhere early in the morning. So when we left off, I said I was going to farm and not do the boss. I ended up doing the boss, and I forgot about not doing that part. So, oops. Doesn't matter, the boss is just kind of aggravating. It flings a bunch of debris at you, and you have to, whip it in the head while dodging two other enemies that are also flinging debris at you. That's a death trap, isn't it? No, it's not. Some flankers, when children of the same seed are in conflict, and the calamity that governs the conflict disappears. Yeah, we're gonna save that one. That one's definitely a clue to something. That's such a goofy looking monster. Oop. I think I realized that was a trap. Kind of obviously looks like one. And that's why we saved the game. Starting to rethink my assessment on buying that book. Like, so there's Vishnu. He's gonna be a boss, clearly. This is the guy that we freed earlier. Another one of those that you can't do anything with yet. That's gotta be a chakram button or something. And It's going to require a wall jump or the double jump, more than likely. So, from the save point. Saw that happening. Caltrops. Maybe that's actually what I need. Slip to proceed. Yeah, let's undo that again. Onward. Alright, so we got caltrops, and those might be what I need to push the button. I don't know why we can't use the dagger, it's a long pointy thing. I mean, technically we could use the whip too, but this game jokes about not using logic anyway, so maybe we shouldn't be using it. Yeah, that looks like that's Vishnu. There's a tablet talking about it. Zero. No 10-foot pole. It's kind of aggravating. There's a Pikachu trying to shoot me with lightning bolts, though. Real quick way to find out if this caltrops works. Also, sadly, that's not the solution to the puzzle either. Yep, there it is. Alright. So I know that there was another place that... there was another place that used that button. I think that's in Anwin? Which we just teleported to the other side of. Ooh. That was quicker than I thought it was going to be. So we cannot do anything with that yet. Alright. That was a, that's a new insta-death trap. I mean, yeah, sure, the skeleton said, hey, poison, but... don't fully expect to just instant die, especially with Twin Labyrinth in the first game that had kind of a similar mechanic. Alright, was it Anwin that we wanted to go to, or was it Divine Fortress? I think it was Anwin. Save often, save frequent. Yeah. I do like the music here. Kind of reminds me of Mausoleum of the Giants music. Was it up this way? This is like 6 hours ago. I don't remember these things. I don't think it was, because I think further up is something else. Probably was Divine Fortress. I don't think we could get far enough in here to do anything with Anwin. And yep, that's right. I finally remembered that. Only took me like 6 tries through the same damn doorway. Okay, so it's clearly not supposed to be Anwin, but I have no idea how to pronounce that, so... You know what? I bet you we can do this puzzle now. Oh, alright. You know what? It probably was N1. I think it is up this way because it's near the Portal of Blood, right? Bet you this still requires the rolling knife. Bet you that is back. Let's try the grounds of wish this one. I bet you that's another clue. Well then. She's still not strong enough to push the blocks that Lameza could. What's a future zone again? Oh, didn't kill me. There's a first. Actually know where we are now too, though. I can see spikes right there. Totally wasn't looking at the lizard critter across the way. Can't do anything over here yet. Alright, so it must have been the Divine Fortress. Yeah, there was a sound alert letting me know there was a secret, because it's one of the... either one of the programs or one of the relics I've got. But I can't do anything with it yet. I've got to figure out... It was up this way, because I'm pretty sure it was over by the Corridor of Blood. Ah, that's an interesting little puzzle. Why does it look like his tongue is hanging out? I already beat Hunan and Mugen. Yeah, the sad thing is I think I hit that trap last time I came through here too. I'm the world's worst archaeologist. This leads to Anwin? Valhalla. Celtic might be in this one. There's a couple of, there's a lot of Norse and Indian in this one. Which is kind of surprising, because Indian was in the first one with, like, the Tree of Life and things like that. So they're kind of dipping into the same well again, but it makes for a decent, coherent narrative, so I guess I can't complain too much. I think coherent by this game standards. I just bumped into a stationary target. I am good. How's the Hundemugen fight? Where did I see that other push button switch? I figured out how to open the damn things. I can't find the button for them. This is not it. This is the normal entrance, alright. Oh, there's anything in here, is there? I think I got the right... no, I don't. So I don't have the right seal for that one. I can't do anything there yet. It's driving me nuts not being able to remember where that button, push button is. That figures. Okay. Where is that switch? Probably should stop doing that. completely not really lost again. Let's go heal. I'm gonna... trying to remember where I saw that. I'm almost tempted to just go watch my own video. I think it was Valhalla. It makes sense if Valhalla's where the Blighted Corridor is. And I have no idea why the enemy here is a popping corn. It's reminiscent of the alpaca enemy from the first game that sprayed less than sanitary things at you. You can't even moonwalk further up the stairs. There's the corridor of blood, so I was... I don't have the right hymn for that. Why is there a bit of darkness right there? That's interesting. There's that trickster again, actually. We're supposed to sit to proceed. That's not it. Yeah, I'm gonna take the damage there. That's where you get the dark side or backside teleport. explode that. I want you to sit, but it doesn't tell you how.
Good morning.
Yo, streaming right now.
Ooh. Still?
Not still. It took a long break.
I was gonna say, seem to be going successful enough.
Hey, look what we finally found.
Ooh, you're in a shiny and golden place now with a rather
And that's all
fabulous looking zombie, question mark. Oh, the musical as well.
So we still get the spear from the first game too. What's in here? A blind guy, Baga.
So the one from Norse mythology to Hindu.
Yeah. Well, we were already seeing hints of Indian mythology in other areas anyway. I didn't see the cart. Where do I need to go now then? Oh! That's good to know. They don't just shoot ground shots. There's a bat there.
But how do you predict it though? Which one they're gonna do, so you know whether to go to jump?
I've never seen them fire the medium shot, whatever you want to call it. I was legitimately surprised. There's gotta be something obvious I'm just missing and I don't know what it is yet.
I have not much of an idea where you have or haven't been yet.
Biggest thing I did was went and beat that boss in,
Etal?
no, in Anwin. No, it would have been Nidhogg, yeah. Or not Nidhogg. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's go... Because he's guarding a door. We gotta kill him to open up a door.
Which means that if you kill him, a way opens up.
So let's heal up, buy a bunch of shuriken, save, and then go kill Nidhogg. Oh, the gray thing wasn't a cart, it's where I open up the water. I can't get down there because, Lamesa here is buoyant, unlike Lamesa. So, take that joke as you will.
Yay, contact.
She's also weaker than Lamesa, which is kind of aggravating. Since she can't push a lot of the blocks that I would have been able to do with Lamesa. And it's not really explained if it's just those specific blocks or if she's just weaker than him in general. To be fair, he's also older than she is too, so I mean... Because I think she's supposed to be like 18 or 19 or something dumb like that. Considering the country that made the game, we're lucky she's not like 6. So hey, there's that. What's the rule for anime? You add 10 years to get the real ages of everybody?
Or detect 10 years.
I thought it was add 10 years. No, we're gonna go beat up Needhog, which is up this way. Oh, I've got a knife equipped. The aggravating part is I don't think you can beat this boss without using sub-weapons. Because his whole body is a hitbox. So there's no trying to just whip him to make it go quicker.
And I imagine that tail hook is not something you can just
Actually,
whip off something.
I don't think the hook is actually any part of his hitbox, but... This boss does probably have too much HP. I wouldn't mind it so much if I could have more than one shuriken on screen at a time, too, though.
And those things block the shuriken. Oh!
I mean, you can have more than one on screen, but that's as quick as I can fire it. Compared to one where you could, like, fire them pretty quick.
Listen, not everyone can be a professional shuriken thrower, okay?
Well, to be fair, both Lameza and his kid are supposed to be ninjas, so...
Ah.
That was dumb.
Well, did Lamesa give his kid ninja training?
That's the story. Because I think Lameza got it from his dad.
I mean, hey, even if you are way out leveled by this boss, at least as long as you do some damage, someday you might get him.
That's not aggravating or anything. Maybe I had like a chakram from the one that did a ton of damage. Oh!
Oh?
The tail end of that wing attack doesn't actually have a... Oh, okay. Yeah, don't... Alright. I'll just stick with the damn pattern then. Alright.
Ouch.
I don't know, I just this boss feels like it has too much health. Because you can't effectively fight it with your, like I said, you can't kill it with your whip or anything. So, oh, the goddess that dude. See, and that's the guy that we freed earlier at the request of somebody else. And we're kind of chasing him around the ruins, so I get the feeling we made a mistake releasing him, but... This being Mulana, we are going to fix it by killing somebody important. Oh my god, I hate this boss. He's literally harder than the actual bosses. And by harder, I mean just more tedious to fight than they are.
I'm just wondering if you aren't just if the only thing you're doing there isn't just opening up a way to a higher level end.
To a what?
A place where everyone's way higher level.
Probably, but I've gotten a couple of health ups, so it doesn't matter. I'm getting impatient.
What do you do with the blue bar?
That's your XP bar. I'm just... Oh my god, I do not like fighting this guy. I'm pretty sure that's probably where I end up needing to go, but... Damn, if he's just not boring to fight. It's probably the only big complaint I've got about this game so far, is that that's just...
To be fair, his attack patterns are interesting, it's just that he only has the 2.
He's got 3. He's got the downward attack, he's got the wing attack, and then he's got the swoop.
Have you ever been close enough to the downward attack to be hit by it?
God damn it. Do what?
Have you ever been close enough to the downward attack to be hit by it?
No, but... Like, at any point where if your boss design is just bore the player to death so that they make mistakes, you probably need to go back to the drawing board.
I mean, Rata Tosca died fairly quickly.
Like, all the damage I'm taking is literally just because I'm getting impatient trying to kill him in any amount of time that doesn't suck. So duck under that, jump up here, jump over his swoop. Switch sides so that it's quicker. Bump into that because I suck at dodging. I'm also playing on a controller, which is somewhat throwing my timing off, but that's not really an excuse. I'm just doing poorly against this guy. Like, I think he's got more HP than Muhammad did in 1. And that was a boss where you generally wanted to get the axe or the katana so you could kill him in a reasonable amount of time. And... yeah, we're just gonna duck into that.
Ah, so supposedly that boss fight looked way different in the Kickstarter demo.
Yeah, what did they change about it?
Just the graphics design most of all, but I think also some of the platform placement.
I mean, it's just, like, I know that a lot of the Mulana mini-bosses weren't exactly super complex or anything, but even by that standard, he's just not interesting to fight. If I could whip him, like, if I could damage raise him and try and whip him or something like that, I'd be okay with it. But he's too far away to jump across and whip. And you can't get behind him and whip him. So the only thing you can really do is not getting patient. And also not mess up the jump. No, there's no... And it is probably Loki, yeah. There's no fall damage.
You just fall flat on your butt. Also, apparently, from what I can see, it takes people about 10 plus minutes of repeating and just doing the same boss fight straight up to defeat them.
Are you shitting me?
And that's with someone fast forwarding the video.
Oh, fuck that.
Here was the Kickstarter demo, end demo. The end of the Kickstarter demo. There we go, I can do work.
Even then, 10 minutes is ridiculous for how simple his attack pattern is. Like, I kind of want to go see if I've still got my save of the original game and go show off like the Baphomet or Bahamut fight.
I'm just wondering if you're not meant to find another weapon at that point.
Well, I found the Caltrops, but the Caltrops... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try something.
Well, see if he lands on the Caltrops and takes continuous damage.
Except for I don't have a way to, Yes, he does. Damn it. In order to get the controller working, I had to do some wonky control setups.
Oh yeah, actually dashes to the other side of the arena just to avoid where you are.
Yeah.
How nice of him.
Oh my god, if he takes 10 minutes to beat on this current iteration, I'm gonna do it off stream or something. You know what? We're gonna try something dumb.
I take it the sigil there in your inventory screen isn't like some spell or weapon.
No, you use it to unlock things. You saw me using it earlier.
Ah.
Okay, Pepper doesn't do anything to him.
I mean, back at where you were hopped in during the stream, during the golden areas, there seem to be plenty of places where a sigil might fit.
No, we've already popped all the ones we can with this one. You were there when I did it.
Fair then. Just I saw some of those circles that were a bit like the ones where you found the sigil in originally.
Either they were empty, which means I can't do anything with them anyway.
They were empty.
Or they... yeah, that means I've already popped them open.
Okay.
The other option is that I don't have the correct sigil for them yet.
And what's down below the statues of the goddesses again? Just the golden area?
That's the boss fight. We already beat that. Give me a second, I'm gonna try and mess with my controls here.
Well, the game's got 96% positive ratings.
It's a good game, other than the garbage boss fight here. Alright, let's see if this works now. Okay, that actually does work. What the hell changed before? That is weird. Alright. I can actually use normal controller layouts now, so I can actually swap my sub-weapons on the fly. Other than that, it's a bad setting. Alright, controller. Alright. What the hell's on that button?
Just what's the
Really? That's dumb too. So you can't rebind certain buttons.
Why would they do that though?
Staggering incompetence. It's
Oh, that's
Negoro.
so loud.
Negoro's better than... Wait, is Negoro the one that, Oops. This doesn't seem to be working any better. So, your caltrops override your jump.
Wait, how does that work?
That's why you saw me standing still in a few of those, like just jumping straight up instead of jumping forward. It seems like it overrides your command input. So you can't do both at the same time. I might be
Okay,
able to time it better over there, but... Oh, God damn it.
How many caltrops can you have on the screen at the same time?
They disappear after a set amount of time.
Ah, so it's not like you can just make a massive wave for him to fly into.
No, because that would make that boss fight at least kind of funny. Thing is, I know that the caltrops do more damage than the like, shuriken, but... Yeah, so you watch those two there.
Yeah, that's also kind of annoying when he can just dodge him as well. And they don't really last long enough to make a big pile.
Well, you can get an extra hit there. Also get an extra hit if you try and throw more than one dagger. This is just a super tedious boss fight.
I would suggest you just play some music on the background and make it a bit of a chill out session until it's done.
That might not be a bad idea. I'll play some Darkest Dungeon music and just amuse myself with that. I don't remember if that'll get my stream in trouble or not, but whatever.
Not sure how it would get it in trouble, usually just mutes part of the video on the band.
Yeah, that's probably about right. I wouldn't mind this boss so much if there was more than a crap hitbox. Well, there's like a crap hitbox to it too. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Oh hey, door's open.
I swear earlier today we hit him more than that.
You what that?
I remember earlier today we were up to like 20 something hits and he wasn't dead, so why did he seem to die quicker that time around?
I'm wondering if he doesn't just have a hit, just doesn't have a HP ball that never restores.
That would be interesting, but this game doesn't usually do that.
But we did find out that the walls and like keeps depending on the global armor.
That is true, they may have changed that. That's such a tedious boss fight, though. Like, even a slight change up in his pattern and I would have enjoyed it a little bit more.
They said it was just left, right, left, right.
Yeah, if you're gonna make a boss that straightforward, don't give him that much HP.
Or give you something that you can just try to speedrun it with.
Zelpod, you're not supposed to joke about, like... We know that that thing exists because... Oh, ow, alright.
Note to self, whilst the fellas hurt. See? No fall damage.
Really? Poison lava? Zelpod, you're an asshole. Alright.
Listen, if it's liquid it can be poisoned, okay?
So that's for the figure in a prayer. So this is the shrine to the mother. Also, the freaky hopping critters are an interesting design. Ah, that's a teleport point. Alright. Long tour. And a flying vampire bat thing. Ooh, yeah, no, that stuff chews your HP up really quick. Don't fall in.
Oh, god! Don't think you even get time to jump out of that quick of a drain.
Not with the HP I got now, maybe later. Guess that's why
Maybe when you've got a full bar.
Guess that's why Zelput said, hey, maybe don't fall in.
What is good?
Alright, so we have to go to the freezing side first, and we probably have to do that to get the, guess what? Ice physics are back. As our comical, cartoon sounds. Alright, I was right! Remember I was saying that I'm pretty sure this area is needed to, proceed?
Now you know.
And then I fall in on accident because I'm terrible with the grapple claw, and I've always been terrible with grapple claw. Hey, quiet you. Hey, there's a bat there. I was looking at the damn chat. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go grab that grapple claw. And where do we want to go?
Not fall in.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that grapple claw until... Damn it. I was gonna fall down either way. I'm really starting to think I should go buy that buckler. I know in the first one it was kind of worthless, but... a lot of the enemies in this game are a lot more dickish.
I mean, I imagine it's helpful against the ones that switch between high and low attacks.
Problem is if it's anything like the first game, it'll stop only like one type of projectile, and not even the kind you'd actually want.
Only one way to find out.
I'm so glad I figured that trick out already. So while she's kind of terrible in a lot of ways compared to Lameza, the fact that she's got air control kind of does put her at a higher, makes her a little bit better in some ways. Oops, I did not want to do that.
I think considering the majority of the game is platforming, from what I can see, probably a fairly big way.
Oh, I don't have the figurine of prayer yet. So that's why I can't teleport straight to it.
Well, you can't play hard enough by yourself.
So we don't have to keep doing the same puzzle, you know, every 3 minutes because I'm terrible. I wonder if this anything is opened up. So to use the grapple claw, by the way, in case you're wondering why I'm joking about being terrible with it, you have to press up while bumping up against a wall.
So, kinda old-fashioned tactics, but if it works.
Yeah, it's just you're definitely gonna see me screw it up more than once, and I can already tell you that's gonna happen just because that's what happened in the original game.
And I'm gonna be thoroughly amused every time it happens.
Yeah, wait. Alright. See, there's a puzzle here that I wish I could figure out. That's gotta be a double jump thing. There's a couple places that said you needed, Oh, you know what? We need to go to the Roots of Dream Drizzle now.
Does the riddle demand so?
There's an area over here that I couldn't get to without the grapple claw. Like, the game basically says you need to cling to the wall to do it. So it's not even kind of a hard puzzle, it's just, hey, maybe go get the grapple claw, stupid. I would not want to do this game without, like, prior knowledge of the first game, because it kind of feels like this game, it's like, hey, you've totally played one, right?
Alright.
Because a lot of these puzzles are kind of like, feel like, hey, you know what you need to do because you've seen this puzzle in one kind of feel. Oh. So I was right, but I can't do anything with it.
Is there some kind of platform you gotta get? Or platform ability to get up there, or?
No, you see the sigil there, I can't do anything with it yet.
Maybe lever down below, on the floor below, activates a platform.
I tried. I don't have the right sigil, though.
That's good.
And that's kind of what I'm talking about, like, I should have thought about that. I didn't think about checking what kind of sigil it was. Alright, so you can't grapple claw that. That's good to know. Can't grapple claw the spikes. That's also good to know. So I probably gotta go back up to the place of the awful, you know, fire and burning. Alright. So we'll go back up that way then. And, you know, deal with trying not to fall in the lava every time.
Die all you want.
I really wish it was, like, this is probably about the same amount of speed as trying to make that stupid jump on the other side. You know, barring I don't, like, jump face first into that like an idiot. Good news is we've saved, so... Bet you the message is, Oh! Actually, that's useful information. No. Alright. No, they made a reference to,
What did they do?
Oh, that's just mean.
And then you die.
Jackie, I've only got the one sigil. They give that one to you pretty early, too. I'm pretty sure the second sigil's in one of the areas I've got unlocked, because I keep seeing the same sigil everywhere. So it's just wherever I can actually go. Oh man, that was a mean platform. Even by my standards, that was pretty mean. So, what Zelput was saying... was that? Because there's a tablet that kind of mentions it. The treasure of the doors will serve. Yeah, look game, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing as it was in 1, which is literally just a... literally just an anchor. No, and then we've got Strider Hiryu. To enter the internal prison, you must defeat the terrible word Vidifnir. You will need the power of flame. Suture's wife, Sinmara. Okay. So I just got an achievement called How About a Makeover?
How about it?
Water flows from the Eye of Chaos. No, I don't want to do Chaos. We've already played Final Fantasy. How do I open these? It's probably the pre-order skeleton key. The planes gush from power to power. On the one hand, I'm probably gonna die. On the other hand, is that water or lava? It's probably the better question at this point.
Why not both?
We've already got poison lava. We don't need water lava.
I mean, you really be careful. Like, just wait until they make poison water lava.
Okay, so there's the water current they were talking about where you need the dwarf treasure, which... Ooh, that was a good shot on that demon's part. I'll give him credit for that. Alright, I'm gonna die. I don't feel like dying.
Play to save points.
Yeah, there's plenty of breakable walls in this game, Zero. I just gotta figure out which ones are which. I do kind of wish that I could find the grail point in that area so it was a little bit less tedious to get back up there, though. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go down this way. Okay. Yeah, I would really like just... like, nothing more than just the grail point up there. The rest of it I'd be fine without, if I could just use that as a grail point. Yeah, the feeling this is going to be this game's Twin Labyrinths too, since it's got a split side, which means fire's probably
I can't lie, I'm kind of used to one of those armadillo hands just flinging themselves off of the floor. Up until the abyss they go.
Ice physics suck. Alright. Oh, it's Castlevania Clock Tower.
Also don't need to get to that one tablet.
2 words that will illuminate the day and night. This will lead to the underworld guide. We're a bit of... Alright, we're gonna record that one because that one sounds like it's a clue, actual clue, and not just... That didn't actually open it up like I thought it would.
Well, at least poison water doesn't hurt like lava poison.
Oh, really? All that work and it was literally just that? Alright. I could have taken the safer way over here. That's supposed to be Garm? Oh, god damn it. Alright. That was my fault. I should have looked for the eye of, I should have realized the statue is a sacred statue. Yeah, I know. If you look, Zero, there's also, on that chain, you can, or, not a chain, on that platform you can actually see chains on the ones that won't break on you.
Oh, that's actually pretty clever.
Like, the game gives you some subtle hints, it's just that if you're trying to watch the rest of the screen and see what you need to be doing, it's real easy to miss.
And you gotta learn those hints as well.
That too. And right into the hurt water. Kinda feels like they should have given me the chakram by now. Alright, that image just completely ignored me. Just like, yeah, hey, whatever.
You gotta admit though, that skeleton has quite a throwing arm. But if he can throw from one screen to another, doesn't that mean you can throw shurikens back at him?
Probably, but... I don't know, I'm probably just getting too tired to be doing this game. It definitely does not like me though.
Slowly going insane.
I will say this one's not harder than 1 per se. I think 1 had better puzzles so far.
This one seems slightly more mean than hard.
Yeah, this one's got more dick traps in it. Oh, are you kidding me? All that effort for nothing? Damn it. Sing, bird of prey, beauty begins at the foot of you. Gaze upon that foot. That is definitely a clue to something. And they're talking about finding a green fairy, which in 1 you had to get lucky to get the key, or you had to have the right combination to force a key fairy spawn.
Oh, it's randomized every run, or?
Every time you summon it. That's not hard to gimmick, it's just time consuming.
Ah, yes, the deep cones of frustration of jumping into a cell spike.
And Samara. So we need to bring her the scythe, which is in hell. But in order to... Wow, that thing had a lot more health than I did. You know, I wonder if you can do the same dumb trick you could in 1.
Yes?
So, caltrips do damage to you too.
Okay.
But they only do like 1 damage to you. So the old gimmick used to be, on certain attacks, you'd hurt yourself with the caltrip so that you could,
A vulnerability frame something? Or...
Okay, game... That one I'm not gonna... That one wasn't funny or cute or anything like that. That's...
No, it's just a mess jump.
No! That's a poison gas room.
Oh.
So, you know, you look into the room and there doesn't seem to be anything immediately wrong with it, and you don't get the siren there. That one just kills you. That one I'm actually going to say is bad. Like, a lot of the instant death traps you can see coming, that one isn't... Oh, man. Drink a little bit of water, take a moment to get my head in order. Let's try not to jump into lava.
Go and tilt a little, get all the poison out of your system.
No, the poison's what's killing me, thank you.
And lava.
No, it's poison lava, so it's still poison. Joking aside, only 1 death in this has really kind of pissed me off, and that's that last poison room death.
Oh, surely you kinda know how to prevent it now.
Yes, but it's still one of those things where I still haven't found a grail point. So I still have to go all over the damn place. Like, the fire temple in 1 wasn't as bad. It was dumb. You know, it was super lethal if you missed a jump, but even there it wasn't as lethal.
At this point I'm starting to wonder what kind of drinking game this would make.
At this point, I'm almost kind of wondering if I shouldn't be going for, going back up on the upper path and seeing if I can find the grail point up there. I wish you could find a top. There's a grail point. I died on the screen adjacent to the goddamn grail point.
I mean, at least you now know where it is.
I just have to make sure I don't die getting there.
Yeah, that might be a little bit more challenging. Which, it's amusing and interesting to see those loot phases become actual obstacles.
Yeah, Zero, there's an item in the first game that makes it so you can break them in one. And it's actually part of a puzzle, and that you can technically do the puzzle without it, because you have to use a lamp of time to freeze time and break all the pots simultaneously. Theoretically, you can do it without, but if you get the bracelet that lets you break into one hit, it's a lot easier. Especially since recharging a lamp of time is a complete and absolute pain in the ass. Speaking of lamp of time, there's one of the recharge points. I wonder if that's an insta-kill spike ceiling. Ratatouille's flits between. So that squirrel boss is not actually alive yet. Well, not actually killable yet, anyway.
It's just hopping around to be a little prick to you.
Yep. It's actually in the underworld, which means that Sun had no idea. So I think this is just a plot one. That was dumb.
Rather see the dumb. Okay, that was a little dumb.
BTK. Enga Musica. Had a very expensive thing. Porku, Porke, yeah, I love it. No, I haven't had to use a weight in a while.
So, how do you realize where to use a weight?
Game, please.
Okay, that is kind of prickish.
Alright, we're not gonna mess with that side yet. So it was over here that had it. Yeah, see that pedestal right there is one of the places where you'd use a weight. As a matter of fact, we're gonna cheese that. Oh! What's up, bird? I'm gonna die again.
Yep. To be fair, birds are assholes.
Can I get a chain whip? Where do I find the chain whip in this one? Hi there, Suture.
Your current work still seems kind of serviceable. Well then.
There, I used a weight. And it's a map. God damn it. I was hoping it was the life crystal.
That's slightly creepy by the way, the red giant on the backhand.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's why I said hi, Searcher. Suitor, Searcher, whatever.
What, the one that wanted to destroy Valhalla?
Yeah, destroy the universe.
Yeah.
Scorcher of men and earth, or whatever it is. I'm quoting him on Earth.
Good to know the game such an asshole who wants to poison his own lava.
You know what? Do you want to know what the clue that there's a trap right there? Other than, you know, yeah.
And maybe the jacket rock. Oh, and feel the burn, mofos.
What have we just found? Immortal Battlefield.
Also, Jackie's offering to tell you where the chain whip is.
Yeah, just don't know which sector it's in. The original version of the game, like the freeware one, didn't have nearly as many death traps in it.
Gotta pay for those extra hours.
No, I don't see the original one. Like, some of the death traps in one were just like the door closing and killing you, which was funny. This one, a lot of them were just kind of asshole-ish.
At least the collapsible platform type should help you right on the save point.
Have we already beaten this then, Jackie? Or just seen other people playing it without being blind? Alright, so I've got to do that the hard way. I'm not good at making that jump. What foul weaponry comes your way? And I died again. Yeah, it's definitely kind of a rough spot. I will be right back. Give me like 5 minutes, guys. I apologize. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Take your time, grab a drink, take a breather. Yeah, so Jackie, you can just kinda avoid the ice and fireplace for a bit. So you could progress without having beaten Nidhogg. It was all a dream. One big nightmare. But that immortal battlefield place is a place you can get to and get the whip before you go to the ice and fireplace then, to my understanding. Well, I threw met overheen, yeah, through and through then. I honestly don't quite know yet. I have to ask Nap when I get back. I am so tempted to just put on music during this waiting time.
Sorry about that. I am back.
Willkommen zurück.
So where was the chain whip?
The Immortal Battlefield, a
Oh.
place you could have gone before in Nidhogg, apparently.
Really? I never found it. I mean, barring that dead end that I just went into.
Still, knowing that you could have gotten there is already plenty of a hint on things to try.
I also don't like how... Alright. I don't like how necessary shurikens feel this time around.
Especially since they're finite.
Yeah, well, they were good in the first one for doing general garbage that you didn't want to deal with, but... this one, it feels like there's enough enemies that are... kind of a problem.
Well, supposedly the chain whip's meant to make everything a lot easier, so... I think you soldiered through Nidhogg when you weren't supposed to.
Doesn't matter, because Nidhogg, you're not going to be able to do with a whip anyway. Oh, that's what I was going to check. Nope, that's the wrong sigil. Alright, well, I'm probably supposed to counterattack those rather than just brute force my way through it, but... matter of fact, I know for a fact that I'm right now. Because I didn't open that thing. So I probably need to do that with a knife. Oh, that was a mistake. I don't know what weapon that is then. That's probably like the axe or the katana or something like that. It's already 2:30, wow. So where's the entrance to the internal battlefield then? And yeah, the chain whip doubles the damage of the default whip, so yeah, guarantee you it's going to make everything easier. And it's just like in 1. My usual route in 1 was to get the dagger and the shurikens right after getting the Holy Grail. After you get that, I like to go for the chain whip, even though that took a little while. Because you could also grab the claw hook down there while you were at it. I'm definitely not used to playing this game with a controller.
Have you spoken to the Fairy King yet?
No. I haven't found him yet. I seem to be going about this like completely back-asswards, which is about right for Mulana.
Is there any other way to go through Metroidvania though?
You know, I know about that damn thing every time, and I always forget about it because I'm looking at something else.
At least it's not the Spice on Bass City.
At least it's not the what?
The spikes on Bass City.
Hey, I learned how to dodge those. It's called getting the boots that let me ignore them entirely.
And then step on all of them the moment you lose the boots.
Hey, that didn't happen.
Grrr.
No, because my next 2 runs I actually beat. I died to the door traps every time, because I don't remember to look for those.
Read the green writing on the giant stone face.
I think I've already read that.
Might have to make a note of them then.
Yeah, let's go look. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I went and tried to read those. Hey look! I'm good at this game. I can steer myself right onto the spikes.
Almost like you're having a magnetic pull towards them.
I didn't,
Kukulkan. Oh, there's the writing on the giant stone face. Kukulkan's forehead, so... Winged snake deity? 5 clicks might.
Okay.
Well, it's not Oberon. I'm disappointed.
Oh no, 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 no.
Would you like me to repeat that? Would you like me to repeat that?
No, 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 no. I don't want to do the endless corridor again. I've already beaten the first game, I beat the original, and I beat the remake. I don't need to do the endless corridor again. I do not feel like trying to figure out... I do not feel like trying to remember how to do the Mayan calendar puzzle. No. Game, please don't make me do it.
Gotta have to now. Gotta show us.
Please be not as bad as it was. That place gave me a headache, because even with a guide, that place is really easy to screw up. What you had to do...
Oh.
What you had to do... Yeah, I'm going to. What you had to do in the original was, you got the puzzle, what is the year that the Mayan calendar is going to die? I was talking about this earlier. Remember when I said there was a couple of puzzles that you had to figure out what the Mulana number system was? Yeah, that was one of them. You had to figure out what 2012 was, and you had to walk through the doors without walk through the doors in the right order without doubling up on any of them that you weren't supposed to.
I can already see chat saying that they hope you brought a notepad.
Oh, for fuck's sake! God damn it! Ah, man, I'm gonna have PTSD flashbacks from going in this corridor again, aren't I? Also, I was kind of disappointed you can't put a weight anywhere on Foot's foot there. Also, you can't put one up there either. This was... Yeah, that was one of the puzzle slots.
What was the elder called again?
The what?
The elder at the village.
Zelpud.
Yeah, Zero got kinda curious of whether or not these areas are from the first game and why they're under construction.
Yeah. Oh god, no, I don't want to be here again. This place is awful and made of awful. This is where the shit-spewing llamas were. And that's not sarcasm or anything. So that unlocks, no. So it used to be you had to talk to her to unlock fairies in general. And then you had to come back to her with the key... With the key sword, I think? No, you had to come back with a locket, I think is what it was. Alright, well, so there were supposed to be spitting flower, smiling flower things. Is this like a bastard remix of the Infinite Corridor theme?
Also, Jackie says they're kidding, it's just a hallway now.
Yeah, I figured it out. Doesn't change the fact that I've got some really horrific memories of both versions of that map. Because in the original one, the actual original one, you had to walk all the way through the doors, or you wouldn't trigger them right, and you'd double trigger them, which meant that you had to redo the puzzle again, and all that other I'm starting to think I'm like an idiot, because I don't remember... It talks to you about using... Or like, the Freya thing, is that just glossary inputs? Is that all it is? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is it's just lore. I was thinking that there were the game cartridges that you needed to buff things, but yeah. Oh my god, no, I don't think you realize just how awful the Infinite Corridor was. I can't think of any other section in that game I hated more. Like, well, I don't know, Twins Labyrinth was pretty bad too, actually.
Don't worry, I hear Suffering's very popular on Twitch.
Alright. Where did I see... Do you remember where that fairy was earlier today?
Which of the fairies? Not overall, nor.
No, the one that you were asking me about, the red fairy. Or was that after you passed out? No, that wasn't after you passed out. Where was that? Was that Edwin? Because it wasn't Yggdrasil, was it?
I honestly don't recall fairies before I went to sleep myself, at least.
It was the one that was healing me.
Not quite ringing a bell.
Your short-term memory must be awful. And I regularly forget what character I pick in Rainbow Six.
To be fair, my pre-falling asleep memory is pretty awful.
Well, I'm up here, might as well open that door. I still don't see why they don't let you just use your dagger to open that. So, if you walk in front of that guy, it insta-kills you. That's why I haven't been in here. But we got that open from this side, so if I need to come out this way, I can. I got poison gas trap. I was like, yeah, whatever. That was my fault for laughing at the warning, because I figured it wouldn't kill me instantly like it did. So where's the Eternal Battlefield then? Yeah, I'm smart. I mean,
The Immortal Battlefield.
yeah.
Supposedly, to what I can see, the Fairy King directed you towards it, but other than that, I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's what we gotta do. Let's go talk to the Fairy King. I don't know if I remember where the Fairy King is. Let's add one. Zero, you're gonna want to like not apply logic to this game. You'll hurt yourself. Why am I going up there? You don't need to. That's interesting. So he's saying that I can actually see the fairy light now. But before, we triggered a fairy earlier without having talked to him before.
Maybe. Well, they were just saying they were invisible before, so who knows?
Because there was that glowing fairy point earlier that I was talking about. So we can see the fairy points now. We need to be able to trigger key fairies, because the blue fairies... Well, blue fairies do make some of the boss fights in one easier, actually. All joking aside. So what they do is they throw the same sub-weapon that you do. Which used to be kind of a way to cheese, Yeah, I figured that was too good to work. Alright. It used to be a way to cheese extra chakrams and things like that, if I remember right, but...
That was silly.
Which one was the boss in Valhalla? Because I've beaten two of the bosses. I probably shouldn't read chat while jumping towards a known booby trap.
Nah, clearly that's the best course of action.
Because I beat... God, what is that? Fafnir?
Nidhogg and Ratatoska.
No. Wow, you really weren't paying attention to that earlier, were you?
Well, I remember you fighting Ratatoska.
Yeah, but those weren't the bosses. I bought... Have I only fought one boss? I thought I fought two.
Fafnir does sound a little familiar, but not sure if that happened while I was asleep.
That might have. Because I fought the boss where you're in a narrow hallway. And he crawls in the four corners and you have to, like, murder him. He's super, super simple. That's the first area. That's Yggdrasil roots, I think. What's the second boss? I swear I fought another boss today. Which is not a good sign, because usually those bosses are more memorable. Maybe I've only fought one. Oh, you know, we can find out, maybe.
Is there no codex log or what have you of bosses you fought?
There's Fafnir, so yeah, I did fight Fafnir earlier.
Also, have you been to Anwuffen? ANNWFN.
Yeah, I've just been calling it Anwin the entire time, because...
Just been calling it Ann.
Anwin. I have no idea how to actually pronounce it, and I'm not gonna... Until somebody yells at me the correct way to say it, I'm just gonna call it Anwin. As much as I like language, putting a random F in there is like the Welsh language. It's like, look, just because you put a random W there doesn't mean I'm gonna actually bother trying to learn how to say it.
I'm really worried.
I'll say, wait a minute. We're in Anwin right now. Is it the bottom right corner? Alright, well, let's make our way down there. Huh. That means that the, So, remember I was telling you La Mulana looped left and right? Okay?
Yeah, you got out a little in the middle there. Telling you when what was left and right?
I told you that in the La Mulana it looped left or right for the most part. Kind of makes it seem like this one loops top to bottom instead.
Oh, how the map loops left and right.
Yeah.
That one board kept getting cut out.
Probably because my mic is set in the wrong place. I was messing with it earlier. Oh, should have figured that was going to happen. Hey, like, complaints about Lamesa not being quite as good as Lamesa aside, I don't like how she swings her dagger.
Oh, she just kind of stabs it at her feet.
Yeah, because Lamesa stabbed downward with it rather than...
I mean, it does have a fairly sizable impact on the gameplay.
Well, it meant, like, it's such a minor detail, but Lamesa was able to hit those bats while doing a jumping attack. Which, as you can see there, you can't on Lamesa. So how do you get there, then?
The entrance to the battlefield... Oh, that's still in the bottom right corner. Or,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, is how to actually get to the bottom right corner.
have you scanned the hat that lies next to that corner on that one spot you were at, or...?
You know what? Yeah, thank you. Turns out you don't need, Oh, what's up, Mulbrook? You don't have a hamburger in this one. Turns out you don't need an anchor to swim down, you just actually have to jump downward.
That's...
Because in the original, you jumped upward rather than... anyway, whatever, that's my fault for not trying other controls.
It's not entirely intuitive, to be fair, but also, do you have the pushing glove?
No, I don't. That's one of the things I've been looking for.
I am young and hip, so I've been traveling the world.
I must be taking a nap somewhere. Yeah. Mulberg, you slept the entire last game away. Fuck off. Well, that seems about right.
Later! I mean, at least they got a good sense of humor.
Were the Giants the second one? I thought they were the first. Whatever. Shrine of the Frost Giants, huh? And no, I don't have the pushing glove yet.
Looks like you are getting close to it.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I told you I was missing something really obvious, and trying the water out was the big one. Like I said, I couldn't figure out how to get it to swim down earlier, because in one, you just sink.
Listen, to be fair, in Mario World, that was one of the biggest mysteries, how to get through that exact design.
Yeah, like the dagger's just strictly worse than it was in one. Let's stop using it for now. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't one-shot those with the leather whip. Give me a... nope. Prick.
Not gonna lie, those little bouncy pufferfish are adorable.
Early game. Come on.
Are you hoping for a health drops from him, or?
I was about to level up, so I was trying to get that level up. This looks eerily similar to the Twin Labyrinth.
Are you getting more war flashbacks?
Twin Labyrinth was the other area that I just absolutely hated. Just because part of the Twin Labyrinth was you had to buy items from a specific item shop in order to do part of the dungeon. And there's a couple of other things that were just really unintuitive. Heimdall, huh? Alright, so Heimdall is the end of the ruins coming. Oh, it's a Dalmatian elephant.
That's one way to put it.
On one, they just like dove or jumped at you. I think they were yellow too, though, to be fair. Okay. I was about to say I predicted that one. It's like, oh wait a minute, I've already been through here. I'm not as smart as I think I am. Oh, you know what? That's probably what that puzzle is. Alright, I was wrong. That's not what the puzzle is. Did I read this wrong? Yeah, the trick is trying to figure out how to open it. I'm being retarded today.
Just give it more time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's definitely something we needed. Because there's quite a few puzzles we can actually do now. For example, I can continue to walk down that exact same trap every time.
At least you still know it's there then.
You know what we're gonna do? That puzzle reminds me of the I have Horus Prayer puzzle in the first one. It's really hard to tell if you're in the right spot or doing it right until it triggers. Because there was one where you had to pray under the Eye of Horus, and I was never quite sure where the trigger for it was. Really need to pay it more attention. Yeah, it's almost 3. It is 3 in the morning. I'm gonna blame that, not just me being really bad at this game right now.
I mean, you do seem to have been at it for quite a while, so...
Nah, not as long as you think.
Even with a break, might lead to a little bit of delirium.
Oh, yeah, that was smart. Oh, that didn't know what I thought it was going to do.
People seem to at least be entertained.
I mean, if it's funny, it's funny. Alright. No, I don't know. I honestly feel like I was better at the first one than I am at this one. I don't know if it's just that I'm being bad at this one, or if it's just this one's different enough to screw with my, muscle memory. I was convinced that, you know, pushing that... I was convinced the platformer was going to swing and try and squish me. Nope, I'm just going to take a bunch of damage here. I think this is where the ferry was over this way, because I remember the door... I remember it was like somewhere around here there's a ferry point you can get without having to talk to the king. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go back to N1 for now. Oh. Apparently I was supposed to wait for the ladder there instead of getting all impatient.
Apparently you what?
Oh, I read that. I probably should have waited to read that skeleton. Oh, okay, that's pretty funny. I'm not gonna...
Oh, we just got done. Oh.
I was just thinking, where's the trap at?
At least it's a useful trap.
Yeah, see, I swear I had 2 skulls at one point. I wonder if I died after beating the last boss, the other boss. Except I don't remember the other boss, whatever. That's not dwell too long on that. I killed the fish. Alright.
Kill the fish.
So there's Heimdall. That's right.
Also, have you jumped in the rainbow pit? Because they think the battlefield's right below there.
Yeah, I haven't jumped in the pit. I probably should go do that. I was avoiding it because, like I said, reminiscent of Twin Labyrinth, and I was really not wanting to have to go through that while I'm brain dead. Usually just, you know, partial brain death instead of complete brain death like I normally am. You know, I read that email and jump down and then realize after the fact that there's actually a puzzle piece.
Can you put Caltops in the pit since they suggest throwing something in it?
Well, there's the sphere right there to throw things at. Uh-oh. You don't do what you did in one with it. Apparently she's a lot more motivated than Lameza, because in one, Lameza just dropped it. She's like, yeah, whatever.
Can't get a full foe.
Did that dog just explode? I think that dog just exploded.
That dog is one mighty start. And yes, the dog did explode. Seems to be an enemy throwing bombs around.
Owl ball.
Ball, ball, ball.
See, I was trying to avoid making that joke, even though that was the obvious one.
Listen, it's a Pavlovian response at this point.
Yeah, I probably did that in the wrong order.
Well, no treasure for you. Also, no fair, the dog just ignores the spikes.
Oh, he's got the grenade. Nope. Look at me, I learned. You know what? Hey, that's a good note to end on. I'm definitely too tired for this. I will be back tomorrow
I'm definitely interested in seeing more of this game.
I will be back tomorrow later. I've got to wake up kind of early tomorrow where I'd actually keep playing.
Also, I'd be happy to see you suffer through it instead of myself. So, cheers for your sacrifice.
Thanks for showing up, guys. Honestly, been pretty fun despite me complaining about like Dog being kind of a bad fight. So, have a good night.
Yep. Cheers. Cheers for playing, and cheers to the viewers for viewing. It was nice having another